All right. Here we are, episode 6. Uh, Again, starting off, make sure you guys donate. Make sure you guys share. It's very important. Pass the message along. Um, Donations could go anywhere. You don't have to go in the store. You can just drop it off, or you can go in the store and say, "Hey, where can I drop it off at?" Off hours, off times, and stuff like that. And just giving is very important. Uh, I'll fast forward maybe a couple of times, but one of the reasons why I explained this whole donating thing, I got to a place in rehab and I had just the clothes that I was wearing, and you have to wash your own clothes and stuff like that, right? And so I didn't have anything else. I'm looking rough, and the clothes are stinking. And I remember one of the counselors. I'm not sure what the proper name of them is. So he says that they have this donation closet. So he, very cool guy, man. Like he understood, right? And gave me a little special treatment. I'm not sure how much special treatment that is, but it was, he did a little something that was above and beyond. So he puts me in this room, and it's a donation room, and it's very well organized. Like, I was like, oh shit. So he puts me in there, and he says, just pick out some clothes, like get whatever you need. And he closes the door, and it's just like, here I am. I'm in this room. Shoes, socks, underwears, pants, shirts. And I stood still for a moment because this is all like, huh? And I had to take it in. I remember one of the first things I said to myself is, your ass is what got you in here. You did this. So you go on now and you pick out some clothes and you shut up. And this is what you did. This is what you get. So, like, I'm picking out pants and shoes and fit and this and that. And I'm in there and I'm in there and I'm finding, like, you know, finding stuff. And then where it really hit me is when I'm finding underwear. Like, wow, I'm wearing someone else's underwear. Sometimes in life, you have to do what you have to do. That's just how it is. You have to do you don't have that option, right? Like the options, kids get now. What do you want for dinner? I didn't have that option when I was little. I ate out of the trash can. What I want for dinner, whatever's good in that trash can. All right. So, anyways, like I said, that was fast forwarding a little bit. So that's the importance of donating. It can help someone, anyone. You don't have to know who it is. All you have to know is you're making an attempt to help contribute in society, whether it's just the neighborhood that you live in, just you're giving back. And you don't need to see you don't, so you donate shirts and pants, and you don't need to see the person wearing it. Just give it, right? And just know that you played a role in helping someone. And it's weird because I was in the store not too long ago, and the store I was in, they hired like some new girl, and my brain is crazy, right? So I'm looking at her, I'm looking at her attire, and the belt like has shreds coming off of it, and the pants look old, and I said, wow, but she got a job and that's the best that she could find to wear. So I wonder what her story is. Because someone coming from that kind of life, someone coming from that, you can see, right? You can read. And I didn't comment to it because it's inappropriate, right? But I can tell, like, even from the inner shirt she was wearing, the strap, like it was kind of dirty. But I can tell that that's what she found best fitting to work. And God bless her, and hopefully the job that she got, and God bless whoever hired her, and maybe she can, get better things and stuff like that. But she is there not knowing, I'm probably not the only person that noticed that, or maybe I am. But she's brave enough to say, "Hey, look, I need a job." They tell you, "Hey, you need to wear blue jeans," and she wore the matching color as best as she could. But she was there, and she's doing what she has to do. So that's why this donating is important. It's going to people that folks that they can't afford to go to even Walmart, right? But when they go to these thrift stores, Goodwill, Salvation Army, and they could find a nice shirt for $2. The shirt is worth more than that, but for $2, they can get it and they can wear it. And then when they get paid again, they're going back to the thrift store and they're getting shoes, worn shoes, and worn. So, when you think you got it good, someone has it better. And when you think you got it bad, someone has it worse. So that's why donating is very important to do. Uh, so this photo in the background, again, I'm fast forwarding some. So there was a point in my life where I'm doing two things. I'm doing culinary. So currently I'm a chef, culinary director, and I did martial arts at the same time as I'm developing martial arts. I'm developing culinary because I had a crazy schedule. Right, I was trying to and have a lot of money. I was making what I was making to pay rent or whatever, and I needed to get to class, my martial arts class, and it helped me in different ways. It was almost like you practice on pads and mitts and stuff like that, and to others or to some, not everyone, they're hitting pads and mitts. I'm hitting demons. I'm hitting the man that hit me. So my training was different. So anyways, I look up to Bruce, Bruce Lee. Uh and I saw him as a like a hero, like a like a god. So again, at the same time, right, I'm developing two things: my culinary skills, getting better in the culinary world, and any job. The more you know, the more you grow. The more you know, the more you make money, right? So in my field, the dishwasher, he's only gonna make so much money because that's all he does is he washes dishes. So I was just a cook, and then I was like a lead cook, and then I was like kitchen manager, then I was sous chef, then executive sous chef, and right, and so on and so on. I always wanted more. because I always had less. I know what it's like to eat out of a trash can. I know what it's like to eat off the floor. I know what it's like to find something out of the trash can and sit on the floor and eat it. There's no forks, knives, spoon. Yeah, I'll make it even funnier. There's no salad fork, dinner fork, soup spoon, teaspoon. There's your hands. If you have to use your feet, you use your fucking feet. But you ate. You had no choice. There was no options. There was no menu. So, anyways, so I'm training and I started to learn, which I'm not gonna get into at all, uh his personal life. And through learning his personal life, his personal demons and things like that, I started to realize that I don't have to try to be like him. He's like me. And that changed everything. Uh so anyways, and then my culinary skill excelled as well and things like that. And then here I am, right, doing this other thing. So we're gonna go back to the story, and then I'm gonna try to fast forward through it a little bit because I want to try to make sure I have time to go through the story in its entirety. And so there's no end. I mean, there's no end because I'm still alive. So, so anyways, this woman, my adopted mother, she did, what she did, right? Putting on the makeup and the wig and this and this and that. So, anyways, they collected money from, us being adopted, myself and Anthony. He worked, the adopted father, he worked full time Albert Einstein Hospital in the Bronx in New York. And she was a stay-at-home mom. So she told social service that, she's a single mom, two kids, and then so they give her money and all this stuff. And then he claims both of us on the taxes. So they pulling in some cash. they they're pulling in some cash. So when it's grocery shopping time, let's say she's to buy soda, 2 liter soda. She would buy two brands. One brand would be Pepsi or Coca-Cola. The other brand would be a store brand. She buys cereal for she would buy Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, and then she'll buy store brand. That was had like all kinds of crazy weird names, right? Because they can't have the same name as corn flakes, so it's just flakes of corn or some shit, like whatever. So that was like how she would shop. And then so the rule was the store brand soda, store brand cereal is for you. You don't touch my Pepsi, you don't touch my Coke, you don't touch my fucking Fruit Loops, you know, right? So hers was, it had the whatever the bird is, toucan, and it said Fruit Loops, and mine said Loops of Fruit. So that was my cereal, right? And like one of the things that's like, crazy in my head is that she would drink her Pepsi or Coke, and when she finishes pouring it into a glass, she would mark the bottle. So she takes not a Sharpie at the time, whatever she used, but she would put a line on the soda where it was, so she knows if I drank some of it, she could tell from the line. But I'm a wolf, right? And I say I'm a wolf. You'll find a tiger and a lion in a circus. You won't find a wolf in a circus. So she puts her little line, and so when they're not, whatever, she's not looking, I'm in the kitchen or something. I would open her Coke or Pepsi and like drink right out of the bottle. No glass and none of that shit. I didn't have time. Like, you gotta do this shit quick. So I would drink out of it, and then I would see where I am past the line, and then I would fill it with water till it got back to the line and put it back in the fridge. So that's my childhood. So, anyways, more stuff like that, was happening or whatever. So as I noticed that the kid Anthony, he wasn't around very much. Wasn't sure what was like. I'm like completely confused, man. Like, this world, this life I'm living in is just like is a complete disaster. And I'm not sure where he was, but he wasn't. There's nights that go on, and he wasn't in his room. So then I made an attempt to run away. My first attempt wasn't very successful. I lasted a couple hours. Uh, then I just kept going. I needed to get out of there. And you know what? I'd rather sleep in scary streets of New York. There are adults that are scared of the streets of New York, especially at night. And I lived that shit as a kid. I was out there. So, anyways, I made multiple attempts and, making attempts. And, I lasted a few hours the first time. I last half a day another time. I last a full day the next time, and then another time I lasted overnight. Like, oh, all right. Then I just kept going. I just kept going. I just kept going. So it got so bad. The father put a lock in the apartment. We lived in an apartment, 104th and Madison, 1445 Madison Avenue, apartment 4B. That he put a lock on the inside that you needed a key to get outside. That's very fucking bad. That's a huge fire hazard, number one. So they had the key like stashed or whatever. I don't know. So like I couldn't, so now I can't get out. Like I need a key to get out. Like you need a key to get in. I needed a key to get out. And then they couldn't out slick this little runaway fox. They would ask me, "Hey, go throw out the trash." They wouldn't see me for another week. So then they stopped asking me to throw out the trash, but they had to let me go to school. They won't see me for a month. And then I recall one moment, something happened in class and I got in so much trouble. Teacher threw me in a closet. I won't get into details. It's pretty funny, but it's sad at the same time. It's just funny now. But anyways, and she did what she did to me, and then she contacted my adopted mother, and she's picking me up. Principal was pissed, and she's picking me up, and so we're walking like my adopted mom and I, and all I could hear her saying is, "Wait till your father gets home." And she's like, "Slow down, you're walking too fast. Slow down." And she's like, your father gets home. And I could just hear it. And as she's saying it, it was almost like being stabbed because every time she said it, I just couldn't even imagine what he's going to do to me this time. And then fear became courage. Uh, so I lived in so much fear with them. I know one of the episodes that I explained about kneeling on this carrot grater and being asleep. I actually wasn't asleep. You can't sleep when you're in this moment in this time of fear. You actually faint. So I wasn't sleeping. I fainted. But to me, like I don't know what that is, but uh so within fear came courage, and I just took off running, and I could hear her. That's the last time I heard a voice, that she's yelling, "Get back here!" And she's yelling, and I'm flying. You ain't catching me. I'm flying, and started to get dark, and I was in Central Park, New York, so on Fifth Avenue. Uh, I was there. I had a little spot that I would hide. It's a tiny little castle. I believe it's in like in the 70s on Fifth Avenue. Diana Ross played there. I think they call it Turtle Pond, but it was a little miniature, like very miniature castle. That was my hiding spot. And I actually slept there. That's scary as shit because at that time, Central Park, when it's dark. Now it's a little more like tourist like, it's lit up more. We're talking about dark, but I felt safe there. And I think I felt safe anywhere because he wasn't there and she wasn't there. So it's crazy because all these things as adults and, kids that are risen differently and stuff like that, they look at the park at night, you're like, oh shit, it's scary in there. Me, as long as it wasn't those parents, this isn't scary. So, so I'm out there now. I'm in the streets. I'm sleeping. You name it. I would. One of my places was U-Haul. U-Haul company. All their trucks were unlocked, but they had wired fences and stuff. And uh I'm getting over that fence, right? And I find if I can't get over it, I'll go under it because I was so small. And all the trucks are unlocked, and I'll just get in the truck and like close the door, lock it, and then I just lay there in the front seat. The front seats used to be connected, so it was almost like a sofa. And I would sleep, and my alarm was when you all open. And people are talking and yelling on this and that, and I would just sneak out and then start walking and move on. And then my journey for the day is two things: find something to eat and find where you're going to sleep. Because I couldn't sleep in the same spot too many times, right? So can you imagine a child growing up that way? Like I'm on a mission, and I would see, like I'm up early. I'd see kids going to school, getting on the bus, and this and this and that. And here I am, little dirty old me. I'm hungry as shit, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna eat. I robbed a couple of those kids, like snatched their book bag because I knew it had lunch boxes in it. You know what? I'm sorry, but I have to survive. A crazy phrase and a crazy saying, and it's not taken in the way it should unless you have to do it, is I had to do what I had to do. Yeah, someone goes, "Oh my god, you took that kid's lunch?" Yeah, that kid will be all right. Not me. Right. Uh, so uh so then I'll pause at my story. So now here I am, time is going by. It's becoming weeks, it's becoming months. I'm getting better at this shit. Now I'm officially without a badge or a patch, a runaway. And then where I'll pause the story, and I won't get into detail where I pause in the story. You have to think about it. There's a child in the streets, all kinds of areas, all kinds of neighborhoods, all kinds of time of day. And then comes what is called now a predator. So I came across my first predator. And that's expected. Like it's going to happen. I mean, this kid's wandering around innocent. I don't know what's going on. Like I'm trying to right. So I won't get into detail about that, but uh so that happened. So as you think about your life and this and that, and you think you got it bad, and you hate your mom, you hate your dad. At least you were able to say mom and dad. I was never able to say that. At least you know your uncle, you know your aunt, you know your sister, you know your niece, you know your nephews, you know your cousins, first cousins, second cousins. I absolutely know no one. So how bad do you really have it? And then again, how's it not expected to be an addict? Be a serial killer. Be someone that goes somewhere and just shoot up the fucking place. All right. So don't focus so much on gun control. Let's focus on what made control the person that did what they did. What happened? Where did society, where did whoever, parents, guardians, government, you name it, where did they go wrong with this individual? So I'm going to stop there. And I have a song. It's Peter Gabriel. He used to be in the band Genesis. That's for those that don't know, that's Phil Collins back in the day. And this guy went solo, right? And it's like you're with this band. How dare you go solo, man? Like you ain't nothing without the band or without. But you're brave enough or you're confident enough in yourself to go out and do your own thing. And he was very, very successful, very talented man. So this is one of best concerts I ever seen. From this concert is when I started getting into alternative rock and all that stuff. And but anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it. It's only one of the songs in a concert. The concert is called Secret World. It's old, but they have like a HD version, so it doesn't look too old. But great music, where it's not about all the crazy sounds and this and this and that. It's all about the instruments and meaning behind words and stuff. So I'm going to share, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and we will resume next time. All right. Thank you guys.
outside, cold air. Stand and wait for rising sun. Red paint, eagle feathers, coyote calling, it has begun. Something moving in, I taste it in my mouth and in my heart. It feels like dying slow, letting go of life. Kids wearing water wings, drinking cool. Follow dry riverbed, watch scouts and guides make powwow signs. Past Geronimo's disco, sitting on steakhouse, white man tree. Rattle in the old man's sack, say, look at mountain top.